Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now I've got news out of Farmville in Pitt County where firefighters are starting the investigation after an abandoned house caught fire earlier this morning. First responders were called to the fire off of Railroad Street and South George Street at around 2:20 a.m. earlier this morning. Farmville Fire Chief Tommy Brady told WITN the abandoned home had extensive damage after the flames were put out. An investigation into the cause of the fire is ongoing. In another news, we now turn our attention to a manslaughter conviction that was found yesterday. James McAlee was sentenced to serve between 5 and 7 years in state prison for the 2022 death of Jared Musgrove. The 27-year-old Musgrove was shot twice at Patriot Place Mobile Home Park in Hubert on July 5th of 2022. Investigators say that McAlee drove down from Alexandria, Virginia, that is, to confront Musgrove about a relationship the victim had with the man's adult daughter. Lawyers for McAlee have already filed that they will appeal the jury's verdict. And now we want to turn to your weather forecast. Today, it's yet again another cloudy and windy day, but rain showers right now more set up off the coast than what we anticipated. Did have that area of low pressure a little bit closer to eastern North Carolina than what has actually happened over the past 24 hours. And that's kept a lot of those rain showers just off the coast. It's one of those things that, you know, it's hard when you've got a concentrated area of rain that has shown, again, a propensity to kind of bounce around a little bit. But there you can clearly see where that area of low pressure is, that swirling circle just off the coast of really Waves and Avon. Let's zoom the picture in a little bit further and you can see again there is certainly some dry air within that system. Backside, the eastern side of that system showing a lot of sunshine, but that low right now currently swirling over the east. As far as rain showers go, most of that rain right now is sitting just up to the north side of that cloud circulation. And there you can again see those rain showers, I should say, swirling towards the Virginia Beach area. It does look like eastern North Carolina will be spared from most of those drops. Elizabeth City, you guys may hear some rumbles of thunder off in the distance, but should stay fairly dry compared to your neighbors up to the north. Right now, air temperatures sitting generally in the mid to upper 60s. We do have Rocky Mount right now coming in at 71 degrees. Later on this afternoon, we may see more of the mid 70s, but a north to northwesterly wind is going to do what it can to pump the brakes on that heat gain through the area today. Right now, we're seeing quite the breeze across the Albemarle Sound. 21-mile-an-hour sustained wind in Stumpy Point, 24-mile-an-hour sustained wind in Elizabeth City. We've got 15 in Edenton, 14 in Manteo, 12 in Hatteras. It is a windy day right now along the coast, and those are your sustained winds. This is a look at your wind gusts. Numbers getting a little bit higher. Wind gusts today should average around 25 to 35 miles an hour around the Albemarle Sound. A little bit lower for the Pamlico Sound and even lower still for those of you watching back towards I-95. Now again, so long as that circulation stays nearby, we will maintain our breeze. But by the time we get, I would say, overnight tonight, right around 11 p.m. to maybe midnight, that area of low pressure is going to really start to pull away from the east, and that will allow many areas to see wind speeds drop down to single digits. That won't last through Wednesday. We'll be back into the, again, 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained wind range for tomorrow, but wind direction going to be coming in a little bit more out of the west. And then finally on Thursday, we reduce our wind speeds thanks to an incoming area of high pressure. That will result and not just calmer winds and just a stiller air mass over eastern North Carolina, but we will also enjoy plentiful sunshine, lots of blue overhead through your Thursday, but more so Friday and Saturday. That's when the real sunshine is going to be taking hold thanks to that incoming area of high pressure. You're seeing it scoot closer and closer to the east coast. By the time we get to, again, Friday and Saturday, that high will be pretty much right over Cape Fear, Myrtle Beach area, and that again is going to unlock the door for plenty of sunshine. Here's a look at it Full 8-day forecast, cloudy today, mostly cloudy coming up again for tomorrow. Thursday, more sunshine arrives. Friday and Saturday, completely sunny. And then we get back to a little bit more cloud cover and a few raindrops rolling in late Saturday evening, more so Sunday morning. And that will help keep air temperatures just a touch cooler there over the tail end of the weekend and into the start of the upcoming work week. That's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day.